about me all the time. Yesterday's gone and I still haven't missed a beat. Hope everything's running smooth on your side of heaven. Wishing for sunny skies and praying for positive vibes. I don't really know where to start. Today's been good. Great, actually. Started out the day super slow, which I almost felt bad about. But then I remembered, hey, even I deserve some grace. So I snoozed the alarm clock twice. No, actually 3 times. Okay, maybe 3 was 1 too many, but that's what tomorrow's for. Gotta live and learn. Anyway, I remembered what I said yesterday about wanting to try a parfait for breakfast. So I whipped that up and it was decent. I mean, it wasn't bad. It was good. Not terrible. I'll do better next time. I don't know about tomorrow. I don't want to spoil myself, but I gotta take it easier on the strawberries. Or maybe it was the coconut. Speaking of fruit, why did the banana split? Guess? Take your time, always. Nothing. Okay, I'll tell you, but next time you've gotta guess. It was because it saw the ginger snap. I knew you'd like that one. What? I'm still learning. The goal was 1 joke per day for a year. I'm working my way up to the heavy hitters, but you've gotta slug it out with the peewees before you can step up to the plate. That's what this is. Minor league jokes. Quick note, make sure you get electrical to come back and check the wiring again. Lights keep cutting out at random times, so unless you like showering in the dark, yeah, I know, shut up. Phone conversations aren't fun, but it's either 1 awkward interaction or, well, I guess it'd be 2, 1 on the phone and 1 in person. But either way, I can do it. Call electric, get the lights fixed. No excuses. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for. Today's daily dose of encouragement. The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. Look, I know today feels like yesterday, and you'll wake up tomorrow thinking that it's like today, but it's not. Today's today, and there's no other day like it because it's happening right now. To you, you're seeing this, feeling this. Can you hear that? You're alive. There's a lot of people who wish that they were in your seat right now, but it's been reserved specifically for you. Set aside at this moment in history for, you guessed it, for you. So smile. It's okay to cry, of course, but you're alive. Isn't that amazing? Nurture it. Embrace it. Allow it to grow. Count the hours and keep track of the minutes, because you never know when you might just glimpse your final sunrise. Nobody really lives their final day like it's their last, but my name is Sydney Ella Evans. You are whoever you want to be, and we are in this together. Hi. I know it's been a while since you've seen me. Sorry, I've been busy. Hope you've been alright. Staying safe, healthy, finished moving into the new place. Not bad. It's renovated, plenty of room for fun activities like sleeping and working from home and more sleeping. I don't really have much to say. It's nothing like I had in Miami, but it's cute. Hi. Hope you missed me. I know it's been a while since I've been back, but I've got a lot to tell you. Hi. You think I was gone? Nope. Surprise. Can't get rid of me that easy. What do you want me to say? I don't.
I remember this guy. I think.
Ah, it works. There I am. I'm sorry, I come with a camera right now.
Oh my goodness, we're being surveillanced. Are you,
Is it free?
how are you doing on this fine evening? I've been worried about you.
Are you joking?
Yeah. I'm not worried.
I've been thinking about this. I don't think I've really made an entry that really says who I am. They're all really me, but like a chronological history of me, start to finish, beginning to end. Well, not really end, I mean, I'm still here. In a perfect world, I'd want someone to sit down and watch every single entry, but that's not realistic, right? The human attention span is only 8 seconds long, which, fun fact, is a whole second shorter than a goldfish. I really expect someone 60 years from now, that lucky next door neighbor who finds my bloated corpse curled up next to my cats and potato chip bags. I really expect them to sit down and watch every single frame? Absolutely not. Think about it logically. One, by then, humans will have attention spans in the nanoseconds. Even if my neighbor finds me, how can I be sure they'll even call the cops or remember who I am? Two, by then, I'll have probably made tens, if not hundreds of thousands of entries at varying lengths, which by my shrewd calculations and extensive knowledge of myself will probably get longer as I get older, because I'll have less people to talk to, which means far more yapping for you. And I'm not talking the occasional fireside chat. I'm talking hours here, full-on dissertations of yapping. And three, this entry is gonna be a little different. I'm gonna lay it all out there to help answer the age-old question: who is Sydney Ella Evans? What was she like? What sort of mystic genius lay behind those mysterious eyes before she left this world for good? And for the record, I never lie. everything I'll say is the truth. You can trust me. See? No fingers crossed.
Naturally, the best place to start is at the beginning, which is to say at the origin of the universe. Scientists believe. I'm joking. I know, not funny.
I was born on Halloween. That's right, October 31st. Heard it correctly. You are talking to a certified holiday baby. I think I was born around 7 at night. Dad said it'd been raining all day, so a lot of the roads to the hospital were closed, and it took him a whole half hour to get there.
Apparently, Raina, my dad's girlfriend, my mom, made some joke about the whole world having broken water with her, so you can see which side of the gene pool my sense of humor swims in from.
When I was born, I didn't cry. I didn't make a sound. I didn't even realize I was alive at first until one of the nurses sneezed, and then I started crying, and I didn't stop for 3 weeks. I've been loud ever since. You can thank Raina for the name Sydney. I had to look up the meaning for a class project one time. Big meadow. That's what Sydney means. Sounds pretty, means nothing.
Dad picked Ella, though. Means princess. He used to read me poems by this poet Ella Young when I was tiny. I'm trying to remember which one. I don't know. Anyway, the one good thing about having the name Sydney is that you are guaranteed to have it misspelled for life.
S-I-D-N-E-Y.
S-I-D-N-E-E, S-Y-D-K-N-E.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna stop right there. Me, really? Never in the history of the world have I come across anyone with the name Sydney, K-N-E-E, who in their right mind would name their child off of a leg joint.
A synovial joint, a modified hinge joint. What? Don't look at me like that. I've done my research.
What's worse is when you get, oh, like Australia? The stories I could tell you, but I won't, or we'll be here all day. You might be asking yourself,
Where did you grow up, Sydney?
excellent question.
I grew up in the world-famous city of Manhattan. Stop right here before you ask, because I know you will. Yes, I was born in Manhattan. I don't lie. That's off the table. Remember?
What do you think of when you hear that? A night sky full of towering skyscrapers? Rats? Guess again, because I'm talking about Manhattan, Kansas. Swap out the skyscrapers for an insect zoo and flatland full of barns, because you're in the Little Apple now. Imagine New York City and then forget everything you're picturing right now. That's Manhattan, Kansas. And I kind of love it.
I was born into a household outfitted with a revolving door for a smattering of siblings and countless strangers. Nobody looked the same, nobody talked the same, and nobody ever asked any questions, which expelled me from the herd once I learned to talk. Let me introduce you to the family. Try to keep up.
First, there's Francis, Frank. He's my oldest brother by 3 years, biological brother. Then there's Will, still biologically related, older brother by 1 year.
Now, switching gears a little bit, there's Christina, with a K, not a C. She's my younger stepsister by 2 years, and my favorite. Okay, I know you're not supposed to have familial favorites, but she was the best.
And you can forget about Raina. I never met her. Most I got from her was a shoebox full of photographs, a few Christmas cards, and all this.
Look, I know climbing the family tree is about as fun as getting your molars pulled, but it's important to me. We had so many people come through the house, I used to pretend that I ran a hotel. Keep a journal of everyone who stayed for more than a year.
Chris's mom, Riley, Will's therapist, Emmy, Rory, Bacon, Robin, everybody. I got pretty good at guessing how long people would stay, which was good sometimes, other times. Anyway, the reason I'm telling you all of this is because in order to understand who I am, you have to understand where I came from, right? Context. That's what connects A to B. If you don't like me, I don't blame you. And if you don't want to watch this, I'm not gonna stop you.
But if you're bored, we can go back to me. Talk about the basement or the lake first?
Change of scenery. Heads for the basement, tails for the lake. I want to talk about the lake first.
Ranwell Lake. Wasn't really a lake. I don't know what you'd call it. It was more of a glorified puddle that turned into a full-blown swamp anytime it rained.
Okay, when it was really early in the morning, sometimes if you were lucky, you could catch a glimpse of one of the cars that sunk to the bottom of the lake. It was so cool. You could see the light reflecting off all the broken glass and mirrors dancing around like fireflies. On one such morning, Riley was working an overnight shift at the hospital, and Dad was... As usual, I was the one who had to wake everybody up. So I ran around the house screaming for everybody to get up because we're gonna be late! Now, none of us were really morning people, but Will hated waking up with a passion. This kid literally slept through a tornado. Him and Frank had the room at the back of the house, so I ran down the hallway, banging on all the doors, screaming my lungs out. When I got to their room, I swung the door open, flicked on the lights, jumped in their beds, started screaming in their ears, you know, the normal wake-up routine. Anyway, Frank got up and stumbled into the kitchen like usual, and I was about to follow him when I turned around and I saw Will just staring at me. Didn't say anything, just sat up in bed and stared. And I was like, this is weird. So I said something like, hey man, you're so good at sleeping, you could do it with your eyes closed. And he didn't say anything. He just got up and walked out of the room.
Little Sydney was a whole lot of things, but stupid was not one of them. Something was up. He served everyone breakfast and still nothing. So I thought, okay, maybe I went a little far with the joke, and I apologized. I apologized a lot, and he didn't say any. And then we were off to Branwell.
It was early. That time of morning where the sky is sort of blue and the moon's still framed perfectly next to all the clouds, but it's kind of hard to see. It had rained earlier, so the grass was all slick, and we were inching our way down the ravine when we got to Branwell Bridge. If you could call it a bridge. I mean, this thing was practically made out of popsicle sticks and dental floss. But Frank crossed first, and I always had Chris walk in front of me. Then I felt somebody watching me, so I turned around, and there was Will, just staring. Then,
surprise, this boy charged at me like a bull, head down, and his shoulder hit my stomach, and we both went flying into the water.
I couldn't swim. I never learned. I never really had an interest. This boy, Ryan Levinson, in the first grade, told everybody that a swarm of renegade piranhas had swam up from the Amazon and infiltrated the Manhattan water system. So little Sydney was scared of taking a bath for a whole year, and I sure was not taking any chances on swim lessons.
But when your brother tries to assassinate you at 6 o'clock in the morning, you start to regret those decisions. So many thoughts go through your mind when you're drowning. People say you see your whole life flash before your eyes, but that's not true. I didn't see anything. Nothing at all. And all I could think was, this sucks. I wasn't even mad. I was just confused. Well, maybe I was a little mad, but only because I'd never pictured myself dying like that.
So I was sinking to the bottom of this lake with Will, and I could feel something like matches ignite in my lungs. It burned. I couldn't see anything. It was totally silent, and I started to see my soul try to leave my body through my eyes, and then
it was over. Just like that. Some stranger pulled me out of the lake, and then they just walked back up the ravine and
drove away. All my hearing came back at once. I could hear cicadas singing and birds chirping, and then I looked over and saw Will stumbling out of the water.
He looked different, confused and sad, and he asked me if I was okay, and I didn't know what to say, so I just nodded. Just had this weird feeling something was wrong, worming its way through my head, and I couldn't figure out what it was, and then suddenly I realized
my boots were gone. I really like those boots.
I got Riley to enroll me in swim classes that same week, and I swam all the way up until I left Manhattan for college, and then I stopped. I don't know why. I guess I lost the appetite, but yeah. Will and I never talked about that. Frank never brought it up, and Chris probably didn't remember, but none of us ever said anything to Dad or Riley. It just wasn't important.
I never got to thank that stranger, though. So, if you're watching this, thanks. And that was that. Could you just leave it right there? Just leave it right there, please. Thank you. Hello, and welcome to Bon Appetit with Chef Sydney. Today we're going to be making an old Evans family recipe for beer bread. I got all my ingredients here and it's going to be perfect. 3 cups self-rising flour, check. 3 tablespoons sugar, check. 12 ounces of beer, check. That can't be right, I saw. Something's Sorry.
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected. We're sorry. An error. Please check.
Over the wave-patterned sea floor, over the sunburnt ridge of the world, I bid the winds seek you, I bid them cry to you, night and morning, a name you loved once. I bid them bring you dreams and strange imaginings and sleep. Sur le modèle du vague, dans le fond marin, sur la crête du monde, allée et longue, je demande les vents de cherche, le leur demande de cri à toi, à la nuit et dans le matin, un homme que tu aimais autrefois. Je leur demande d'apporter des rêves et fantasies étranges et le sommeil. Over the wave-patterned seafloor, sur le modèle des vagues dans le fond marin, over the long sunburnt ridge of the world, sur la crête du monde allée et longue, I bid the winds seek you, je demande le vent te cherche, I bid them cry to you, je leur demande de crier toi, night and morning, à la nuit et dans le matin, a name you loved once, un nom que tu aimais autrefois. I bid them to bring you, je leur demande d'apporter, dreams and strange imaginings and sleep, des rêves et fantasies étranges et le sommeil. Sur le modèle des vagues, dans le fond marin, sur la crête du monde, allée et longue, je demande le vent te cherche, je le demande de crier à toi, à la nuit et dans le matin, un homme que tu aimais autrefois. Je leur demande d'apporter des rêves et fantasies étranges et le sommeil. want to sound paranoid, but walked to the grocery store today because I couldn't get them delivered like normal, and I think they're on to me. They always start with the audio attacks. Today it was mostly car horns, construction work, but anytime I crossed the street I could hear them a couple blocks over. They must have bumped me up to a higher target level than last time, because the only way they could know where I was going to form a strike team is if they had some sort of cloud drone, or that's where the keyboard monkeys tap into the street cams, which didn't happen last time. There weren't too many street agents. I think they're learning how to cloak them better. Or they might just be switching to full-on psyops, depending on what they know that I know. I think they had some surveillance proxies camped out at the grocery store, waiting for me. Could have been some hired program junkies, but this looked more coordinated. I think they're involved with the Central Operative Nexus. I caught a few of them staring at me. No one moved in or said anything, but that's what clued me in. Silence. Interiors are too quiet, exteriors are too loud. I remember. I don't think they know where I live. I ducked into a parking garage for a couple hours. Didn't spot anyone follow me back, so it just doesn't make any sense. Thought I had the pattern down. Hey, don't have anything to punish me for this time. It's not my fault. I can do it. I've done it before. I'll do it again. Watch me.
Join donut discussions on Facebook.
Someone from New York. How serious you are? From New York. It's like a cult song.
Big sheet of fabric, stretchy fabric on a thing to show people how like the universe in general sort of works, and then he puts a weight in the center, and that's like a big planet or a star or a black hole, something that's gravity, lots of gravity,
like and a person too.
And then he gives the different students marbles and has them throw them out, and they can throw them out however they want, but eventually they start kind of finding a cycle of how they're spinning down.
That's like my macro theory.
Until eventually the gravity runs out, or like the gravity of the thing brings it all in, and then they're sitting connected to the thing. So like all over the universe, we're all kind of cycling down to a black hole scenario.
Sounds like the beginning of that one song. Really? So like, here, wait. Play really quick.
Not right now. I'm insecure today.
You're so beautiful all of the time. And it's like not super high-fi, so you're just always gonna look amazing on this camera.
Eric's. find the craziest.
Great material.
Where is it?
How hard is it to put stuff back? Sorry, I thought I had that picture Dad took of me, but so I started modeling when I was 15, and just 1 second. Sorry, I really thought I had that picture. I've noticed that people usually drop models into 2 categories. First of which I've dubbed the baby doll. Baby dolls are upper echelon boys and girls spawned by rich parents who grew up sitting in puffy chairs, went to private high school, and graduated MIT with some useless degree clenched in their teeth. Actually, scratch the MIT part. All baby dolls are stupid. And I don't mean just stupid, I'm talking borderline non-functional, barely above subhuman. I mean, you should see the way people's eyes light up when you say, I'm a model, and you quote anything other than a Vogue article. I mean, it's not completely untrue. There are a lot of stupid models out there, but there's a lot of stupid people in the world in general. The only thing worse than being a baby doll is being thought of as a hustler. Hustlers are everything baby dolls aren't. They didn't grow up with any money. They scrounged for pennies, dodged heroin needles, and were all abused by alcoholic step-parents. And the only way they found any popularity in the modeling world is sleeping their way to success. Hustlers go by a lot of names, but the one common thread is nobody likes a hustler because you can't trust them. Which one of these am I? Neither. I mean, it's not to imply that I'm perfect, because I'm not. I'm probably worse than any category you could put me under. Oh, what does that mean? Starters, I'm prideful. I think I deserve what I want when I want it more than other people do. I cry at nothing, and I cry most of the time. I don't trust anyone. I'm scared of commitment. I've abandoned people when they needed me, and hurt people in ways they'll probably never recover from, and yeah, I've lied. But no matter what happens or what you think of me, no one can say that I didn't try to get better, okay? I'm trying. Can't you see that? I'm sorry, these things take time. What do you want me to do? I'll do that. Just tell me what you want and I'll do it. I don't understand why people don't or can't. You see me, right? Do I look any different than you? 2 eyes, 2 hands, 2 feet? What makes you think that I, me of all people, would be any different, any better, or any worse than you? You don't understand. You couldn't possibly understand. I'm sitting here trying to tell you how it is, and you're not even listening. That's how it's always been. That's how it always will be, and that's why I left. You think I want to be here? I am stuck. Can you understand that? I'm trying to tell you, and you won't. She's the one who got us started modeling in the first place, so if you want to blame someone, you can blame her. When we went out to LA, I told her, I said, Harper, I don't know if this is really for me. What if this won't work? What if this isn't who I am? And she said, Sydney, trust me. She said that. Her and Rosalind took care of us after everything, so why wouldn't I trust her? Why shouldn't I trust her? You wanna know the truth? I didn't get work. Modeling world is boring anyway. You see same people with the same faces on the same days. People like Rebecca Turner. Still remember it, that day after the photo shoot in West Hollywood. Rebecca pulls up in her bright red Beamer on a summer solstice. Whole night smells like wood chips and cotton candy. Anyway, she rolls down the window. You hungry? Harper goes, famished. Famished? I never heard Harper use that word ever again. Should have known how the night was gonna go when Becca says 3 simple words. My personal chef. Anyway, Anyway, next thing you know, we're speeding down the highway so fast, all the lights are blurring together, and I'm praying we don't get pulled over, but what are Becca and Harper doing? Singing along to the radio, not a care in the world. I have this pit in my stomach, and I already know someone's gonna ask me about Radanovich. We finally get there, and Becca tucks the keys in the visor, and next thing you know, we're being served fresh filleted fish on a full-on platter, surrounded by a table full of strangers. And right on cue, the questions start coming. You're the one who worked with Radanovich, right? Yeah, but what's she like? She doesn't really like when I say, oh, come on, you can tell us. Who are we gonna tell? I can't say. I can't even understand the questions. Chef Cousteau has the whole place smelling like an aquarium, and I'm not even hungry in the first place. So when Becca starts shrieking with her shrill dog whistle of a voice, I'm ready to vomit. Then this giant spider comes scurrying across the table out of nowhere and lands on my plate. And I don't freak out. I don't even scream. When I try to kill it, I break the plate. And once again, everyone's eyes are on me. Here come the questions. What's wrong? Are you okay? Not again. And I'm like, Becca, your chef just tried to poison me. There's a spider on my plate. And she just laughs. She just keeps laughing and laughing. And then I turn and I see Harper turning red. Hives, full-on anaphylaxis, her stupid fish allergy. I'm done. This night is over. Becca's still laughing, and we have to get out of there. And then I realized we didn't drive here. I don't have time to call someone to come pick us up, but he's still in the beam. So I dragged Harper out of there. Becca's still laughing, and hopped in the driver's seat. Next thing you know, we're on the highway. Radio comes back so loud, my vision shakes, and it's that stupid Bonnie Tyler song that everyone sings. I always hated that song. Next day, we're at the hospital. Harper's fine, but I ask her, why? Why would you eat the fish if you know you're allergic? Harper just laughs. We didn't see much of Becca after that. I went back to her place to return the car the next day, and she didn't even miss it. Didn't even realize it was gone. She just stared at me. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Walls are clear, no micro crawlers, but I started up with sonic mood influencers, making me lose track of time, fall behind on editing articles. I mean, I haven't heard from Rhonda in weeks, so who knows if I even have a job anymore. She was probably in on it. I've got program junkies everywhere now. Tried wearing the disguise so maybe it would hide my face from the scanners, but I don't know. I don't understand what's happening, and I can't explain it to you because I can't explain it to myself. I don't know, maybe there's another target in the building and I just got caught in the crossfire, but see that I just got hit with another neuroflash gun. They're trying to make me jump off the balcony and beat images of dead Chris into my head, trying to make me think they're still here. Hello? Is this Raina Hawthorne? Hi, how are you? I'm good, thank you. I'm calling today from the Kitsugi Foundation. Now, did you receive our letter in the mail? No, that's not an issue. May I just have a few moments of your time to... Oh, I promise it won't take long. Please. Thank you. Now, based on your prior history, it appears that you may qualify as a potential donor. Is that something you sound interested in? Oh, of course, yes. The Kitsugi Foundation works with various organizations to promote the public and professional awareness of mood disorders. Now, may I continue with a brief questionnaire? Are you currently married? Great. How many children do you have residing in your household? I'm sorry, did you say a boy and a girl? Oh, 2 boys. Congratulations. Now, has anyone in your immediate family accessed any mental health care services within the past 2 years? Oh, which son is this? Silas, got it. Is he doing better now? No, I completely understand. That must be very difficult for you. Yeah, I mean, there's only so much you can do. It's not your fault. Now, it appears based on your survey results that you do qualify as a potential donor. Now, may I confirm your current address? All right, well, that'll be all, Ms. Hawthorne. If we have any questions, I'll reach out to you personally. My name? It's, I'm Sydney. Oh. Yes, Ms. Hawthorne. You too. Thank you.
Heard from others who know the great, and it's fine. It's just,
think I know why this is happening. I think I figured it out. Why it's always been happening. First time was when Dad killed himself, died, and the second time was when Chris OD'd in Miami. And think about it. They weren't accidents. They were assassinations. They're killing the people closest to me, trying to make them forget me. They're trying to erase me. And you know why they do it to people like me, right? I mean, I look crazy. I've done terrible things, and if I just disappeared, who would notice? They won't. They won't do it. If I just stay here, then I can't hurt anyone, and I can do it alone. Do it alone, because who else is gonna take care of me? Who'd want to take care of me? If I just stay here, and no one gets hurt, and they can't make anybody leave. They can't make me watch them leave. You know, where are you? You're the one who told me that I couldn't do this alone, that I needed your help. Waiting, and you're... Did they make you forget about me too? If I could be any other way, I can't. I mean, why did you make me like this? Maybe it'll all make sense tomorrow.
Sorry, you have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer in service. If you feel you have reached this recording in error, please check the number and try your call again.
Hey, Chris, it's Sid. I know you can't hear this, but I just wanted to let you know that I'm here. And I hope I get to see you soon. I'll see you when I see you. I guess I gotta let you go now. Talk to you later, okay?
What a good show. What if I set on fire?
I don't know.
Should we party with those people? They seem really kind. That's so beautiful. Just kidding.
My camera thinks it's New Year's already. It doesn't know the... What's it called? Space-time continuum?
Mm-hmm.
That's not right. I know.
Daylight savings?
Daylight, thank you. I knew...
I'll run through that. I'll videotape you.
No.
Wow. just immortalized it.
That shit doesn't really work.
Wake up! Finally found that Ellie Young poem I was talking about.
My love is like a reed that sways.
Sings and says by the side of a river, I am a fool to trust what she says, now or ever.
So light she is, so white she is, so bright, so dear. I'd fling the sun and moon away if she were here.
You know, I've always had this vision of how you'll be when I get to meet you. It always starts with me back home. I'll pack a small bag and I'll fly first class to Manhattan. I'll drive down the road back to the house and I'll know there's no one there that'll recognize me anymore, so I won't go inside, but park in the field at the end of the woods and I'll watch the house lights glow for an hour, maybe 2.
And then I'll drive somewhere. North, south, who knows? Maybe I'll fly somewhere.
Why not? Or rent an apartment downtown, or a small house in the suburbs, and go to museums and libraries every once in a while. I'll go dancing a couple times a month.
Take walks in the park every morning. It'll be great. I'll drive down to the beach and sunbathe on rocks and hidden coves and watch fireworks on the 4th, go hiking in the winter, but
then I'll stop because I'll meet someone. And they won't be perfect. I'll never ask them to be. And it won't move fast, but they won't make me wait forever either. They'll know when to ask. And then
honeymoon somewhere overseas, like, I don't know, Berlin maybe? That'd be fun. And by then I'd be working some eccentric job for some rich tycoons, like, I don't know, specialized pet nurture or something.
That's where you come in. You'll be a surprise. And I might even resent you for a little while, but I'll get over it, I promise. You'll be perfect. And I'll teach you everything I know. And you'll be everything I could have been, everything I wasn't, and everything I always wanted to be. And you can, I know you will.
Or maybe you won't. Maybe I'll never pack the bag for Manhattan, and I won't even give you the chance to show up.
You know, maybe it won't even be my choice. Maybe an asteroid will destroy the atmosphere and deplete the ozone layer and cover the world in acid rain. I don't know. Maybe I'll run into a semi flying down the highway 70 miles an hour.
Fly out the windshield and sever my spinal cord.
I'd be paralyzed. I'd never escape that. Be confined to a hospital bed for the rest of my life, watching ambulance lights dance around the ceiling
until my vision fades.
The hearing goes, and I won't be dead, but when I do die, I'll float up to the ceiling and I'll look down at my body, old and decayed and alone. I'll think,
that's it? That's all this was?
All that time, and that's all I got out of it. Then, when I finally pierce through the clouds, the gates of heaven, I'll see them start to close. And I'll run, not fast, because I can't run that fast, but I'll get in. I'll make it. Just barely, but I'll make it. Maybe I won't do that either. Maybe I'll get there and the gates close early, and I get dragged back down through the clouds
to some infinite canyon where the sky burns orange and black and everyone's chained to the walls and screaming, and that's where I spend the rest of eternity.
And whoever finds all this rambling will think, I forgot something. I can't believe I almost forgot. I have told you these things so that in me you may have peace. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart. I have overcome the world. I've told you these things so that in me you may have peace. Je vous ai dit ces choses afin que dans moi vous aurez la paix. In this world you will have trouble. Dans ce monde vous aurez du mal. But take heart. Mais résistez-vous. I have overcome the world. J'ai surmonté le monde. Don't worry, I'm still here. See you around.